Hey everybody, Brett here, and day 88 of my carnivore journey. Coming up on that 90-day mark, which is kind of a pretty common, theme for everybody to, kind of set, set the stage. That's their 3-month mark. I did the 12 weeks. Kind of called that my 3 months, but we'll do 90 days, especially since I had intended on Monday to kind of talk about my inches lost and some of the other benefits in that I've been feeling. So what I think I'm going to do is just wait until the 90 days and I'll do it there. I actually spent some time last night actually throwing everything into a single spreadsheet so that I could kind of look at it. So I'll put something together for that and kind of talk about it. But today's day 88. So day 88 was actually pretty decent. We had, I got up and as expected, weight came down again. So I went 272, 274, 276. I'm back to 274. And I'm expecting it to trim back down again. This happened when I went to Ohio, right? The weight changed, Ohio, Kentucky. The weight increased. And then, I was there for about 8 or 9 days for that trip. And, lost weight while I was there. When I got back to Colorado, my weight was, dropped again because of the altitude and all that. So, I fully expect my weight to drop back below the 272 mark that it was on when I left. So not worried about it. Tonight had, today at lunch, we did brisket. They actually did like a barbecue box. So it was like a smoked sausage, brisket, and then some beans and a few other items. But again, the woman who was kind of driving a lot of things knew that I'm not eating any kind of meat other than beef. And so since I was not eating any meat other than beef, she said, hey, we've got 2 boxes left. If you want, just take the sausage from one, put it in the other one, take all the brisket in one, put it in this one, eat all your brisket, and just throw the rest away. So I tried not to throw it away, but nobody else wanted it. So that's what I did. So I had a double portion of brisket, which is probably still only about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 ounces at the most. And then I had and water. That was it. So that was good. So I was on track, and it was kind of Texas brisket. So it's not like a crazy marinade or a crazy season set on it. It's salt and pepper. That's the best way to make brisket anyways. So that was good. And then for dinner, we went to a place, it was Boiler House or Boiler Foundry here in the Pearl Brewery District in San Antonio. And I had they called it a shoot. It was a steak similar to a filet, but not a filet. I forget the name of it, but it was like still a very tender piece of meat, but it had more beef flavor, if that makes sense to you. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. I told them, I said, I don't want any sides. I don't want any, no sides, no sauces, no garlic butter, just the meat. And they're like, all right, so no seasonings, no salt, no pepper. No. I said, you know what? You can put salt on it, and that's it. And then bring me a little cup of butter on the side. Like, that's it. And my coworker actually was like, oh, hey, what side comes with that? So he actually got the side and said it was very good. So it was some kind of fingerling potato thing. But the steak was absolutely amazing. I mean, I've never had to cut a steak before. And I wish I wish I could remember what it was called now, but delicious. Hang on. All right, I just checked the receipt. It's the Texas Bistro Steak. So yeah, very tender, very flavorful, and a lot cheaper than the filet at the same size. So really good. Contrast to my steak last night, it was 1,000,000,000% better. So absolutely love it. So yeah, so food wise, lying all day. No issue. Sorry, this couch is not very comfortable in this hotel. Lying all day. Avoided anything bad. Did not have any of the electrolyte stuff, the Pedialyte stuff that I've been taking each day. I have some left, but I decided just to stop it because I got up again this morning. Sugar was at 121. That's the only thing that I can attest to. That is the Pedialyte stuff. Again, I've mentioned it has dextrose in it. And I some folks had commented, like, I understand dextrose and maltose and all those things. They're all sugars. They're all forms of sugar. So totally understand that. I was trying to avoid, like the raw cane sugar and things like that. But best to avoid all of it. So I didn't have any today, but I stayed hydrated. And that's something else too. Since I've been here, I've been sucking down tons of water because it is so hot. And I'm just afraid of getting bad muscle cramps and whatnot. So been doing my best to stay super hydrated with the electrolytes and just extra water. And it could be, I might be even overhydrated now. So could be also a piece of my weight gain, which is coming down. So, but this morning my sugar was at 121. My ketones were only at 0.9. So really low level of ketosis, but some level of ketosis. So that's still good for me. And then tonight to dinner, like the Pearl District, like you kind of park over here and then you walk over there to eat. So actually got a little bit of footwork in today. Nothing substantial. I was going to use the pool here at the hotel and just the water didn't look quite right to me. So passed on the pool and just been working. So these trips are great, but it causes me a lot of backlog in my other projects. So worked on a bunch of stuff tonight, and yeah, tomorrow morning be up, off to the airport and back home. Really looking forward to getting back home, getting back to my own food. We have a little happy hour for my wife tomorrow night. Her office is throwing for her, so I'll be there. I'm hoping to get some good meat that's being done at the same restaurant that my wife and I went to last week that has the most amazing service and food in Denver. Garden Grace. It is absolutely amazing. She's leaving the company, but I would still say that is the best restaurant in Denver. So we're going to go there for happy hour, and hopefully I'll just be able to keep good, clean, just some beef, if anything. If they don't have that, then I'm not going to eat. So staying on lion diet at least another 2 weeks. Want to keep going. Want to get down into the 260s here. Hopefully this weekend I get into the 260s, and might be aided, but if I can get myself to actually do some exercise this weekend, possibly riding that bike I bought or acquired. That'll be good for me, good for the weight loss, and should give me some physical fitness as well as weight loss. So, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? No, there's really nothing else to share. So that's what I had for you today, and I will talk to you tomorrow.